if you place an order online in China, you might be amazed with the speedy delivery.
In a typical case, a package I ordered ended up on my doorstep just 15 hours after leaving a city that was over 1,300 kilometers away.
With the world's largest logistics market and 70% of the freight transport happens on roads, I wonder how's China's technological progress adding power to line haul logistics?
So this brings me here, at a bustling highway service station, where heavy-duty trucks dominate the scene. Here, I'm about to meet a true veteran of the road. Mr. Guo, a truck driver with over 2 decades of experience, now benefits from tremendous improvements in his working conditions thanks to the world's first mass-produced autonomous driving system installed in his truck.
这个智能驾驶比之前那个手动挡人的感觉轻松好多了。
Autonomous driving is so relieving compared with manual driving. I no longer have to keep my foot on brake and hand on stick. It's also fuel saving.
比之前那个手动挡的车子那个要省油好多了。
So this is the trucking legend. It boasts a 360-degree sensor fusion featuring LiDAR, radar, and cameras.
And they are like the extended eyes of the truck, providing essential information. For instance, there are cameras on the top front of the truck, and they can detect images of up to 1 kilometer away. Why so far? Because it is essential for heavy-duty trucks to have longer braking distance due to their weight. Also, on the side, there are LiDARs to cover those blind spots, ensuring safety on the road.
Now it's time for me to experience this remarkable vehicle firsthand.
Sorry, only one passenger seat. I see you next stop. Okay.
现在可以智能驾驶了。
它这个切换很方便吗？
方便，按这个。
按一下就可以。
按一下就好了。
智能驾驶已激活。
As we hit the highways, Mr. Guo switched to the autopilot and relaxed his legs.
手可以放随便放看。
手的要求是什么？
手随便你搭在上面就可以了，这随便搭在上面就可以了。
哦，这样真的是放松很多。
But before these advancements become a reality, they were born in the virtual world. I find myself in a cockpit simulator, sitting beside Julian Ma, the man behind the wheel. The simulators are just part of the efforts to generate a database that is fundamental for research and development at Inceptio Technology. Mr. Ma told me that his firm has rolled out the industry's first mass-produced Level 3 autonomous trucks, partnered with China's leading OEMs. And these trucks are operated nationwide by customers across the line haul logistics sector.
So this is the brain of the truck, right?
So this is sort of a generation zero, on the development stage, and this is the first generation, which has been used 2022, and this is the current generation, the latest generation. It has been used starting from this year. It has 4 times of the performance than the generation 1.
Wow! So it gets smaller but smarter.
And much more powerful, and it has a much more sort of domestic content here in terms of the core AI chips by the Chinese companies.
Mr. Ma's pride extends beyond the technology itself. By the end of the day, he says, it's all about creating customer value.
On average, this technology can achieve a saving on the per mile basis of between 5 to 7%. This is a huge number. We all know that logistics is a very cost-sensitive industry.
Right.
Even 1% is very hard to achieve in terms of savings. Our trucks has been used by a large number of well-known express companies, for example, SF Express, and JD Logistics, and GTO, STO, etc.
我们一共行驶了2500万公里。
We've run 25 million kilometers on autonomous trucks, so far with 0 accidents. As for efficiency, on routes under 1,000 kilometers, we can reduce driver-to-truck ratio from 2 to 1.
所以才能实现2个人变成1个人。
And that's accompanied with a reduction of fuel consumption and risks on roads. Furthermore, line haul drivers experience notable relief from fatigue. Some individual operators have also seen increases of monthly mileage and income. With all that number crunch, I had to pay a visit to Inceptio's cloud data center.
目前我们现在在路上跑的一个车辆数的话是有893台。
Currently, there are 893 Inceptio-powered autonomous trucks running on China's roads. On average, more than 95% of the mileage was taken over by intelligent driving. Our trucks have covered 85% of all of China's expressways. Once signs of fatigue or rule violations are spotted, the system can send timely reminders or warnings to drivers. For autonomous driving, safety is top priority. In less than 3 years, Inceptio has surpassed the significant milestone of 100 million kilometers in safe commercial operations. That puts us in a global leadership position.
也是一个非常领先的一个数据。
100 million kilometers. To put this number into perspective, by 2023, China's expressway mileage was close to 180,000 kilometers. That's the longest in the world.
So mathematically speaking, traveling 100 million kilometers equates to circling China's highway network for around 565 times.
And this number grows by second.
But the significance of these advancements goes beyond mere statistics, according to experts.
As the average age of drivers increases, autonomous driving can help car companies solve part of the driver shortage. This is helpful to the sustainable development of the logistics industry, which requires a combination of extensive technology and data. We get rich data from China's complex logistics environment and diverse operational scenarios, and from simulation as well. In this perspective, China is at a relatively leading position in terms of intelligent driving technology.
And China's progress is not just made in vehicles, but also in policies, laws, technologies, and infrastructure. For instance, last September, East China's Jiangsu province built China's first intelligent expressway that supports vehicle-road cooperation autonomous driving at level 4 automation. On a trial run in May this year, a fully loaded hydrogen-powered autonomous truck traveled from Beijing to the port of Tianjin. The entire journey was completed without any manual intervention. The process that intelligent trucks become ultimately driverless is a gradual one, Mr. Ma says. However, China's concerted efforts on multiple fronts are providing domestic tech firms greater room for development in this space.
We are thinking of international markets now because we actually are receiving the inquiries from customers outside of China. Our technology here and the availability of the truck models is much more advanced than outside of China, and that data assets helps us to understand the very unusual, very challenging use cases and the driving scenarios, and that would translate to actually a longer-term advantage for our AI algorithms.
Undoubtedly, data holds immense value. But CEO Ma wants to make sure that number is not cold.
We have a year-long sort of initiative which is called Making Friends with the Driver.
Okay.
Each of our engineers needs to ride together with the driver on the real road trip on a regular basis. Experiencing our performance on the real road is way different from just looking at the data and the moments in front of the computer screen. That is a real sort of boost for making a better products and also have a sort of direct sort of connection with our products and with our customers and drivers.
So that data has a human touch.
Has a human touch, yes.